It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is coming. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, when we talked about the NFL moving into the relocation game, most people assumed it would be London, maybe Mexico City. And this capital city was one of the dark horse candidates, but folks here have shown already that they are football mad. Trust us, you should have seen the scene walking in. And I think this entire country is already getting behind this football team. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
Break his fucking legs. Don't let that shit go unchecked. I can't.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC North rivals.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes.
They had a rough guy, Martin Hero last time.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On first down, Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Mahomes to throw on second down. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons are on the board here first in the season opener. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Over here.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Bengals.
Are you stuck on the what if tab? Like the auger. So the beat Master Roshi, or beat everybody after defeating Master Roshi, or the other one?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Mahomes throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes Traquan. Mahomes now on 1st down. Up incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their
Barky, go fucking play. That's what I'm talking about those stupid fucking sliders. You just can't win. You fuck with the sliders, you just either don't win or it's too fucking easy. I'm done with this fucking game. You can win. Unrealistic. No matter what I do to fuck with them, they still score.
Mahomes now to throw. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now back to throw. That is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. Mahomes to throw once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Hopkins.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Yeah, we are.
Just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And again, it's Mahomes. Right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On 1st down, Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
McCann's kick up and good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch it.
They did not score. Yeah, finally.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Mahomes now on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. On the slow, complete to Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Down to the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dragons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of that. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle to Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
McCann's kick is good. For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been a coaching. Mahomes now on first down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Mahomes again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
McCann's kick up and good. And with it, they have taken the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive in the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He finds Hopkins complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Great play to move the chains by Hopkins, who showed that he remains a great playmaker despite missing chunks of the last 2 seasons. Averaged almost 80 yards per game in 9 games last year.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Now Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And this is good. It was running kind of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 12. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at the 6-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that
he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open with...
Sentinels versus the Los Angeles Chargers. All right, your game.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Sentinels and the Chargers. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Playing for that ring.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Sentinels of Tokyo taking on the LA Chargers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. Whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 61. All right, after the touchdown, this offense back out there to see what they can do. They'll have a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Garoppolo on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we've got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
To throw is Garoppolo. And pass complete to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 11. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. slant to Adams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Garoppolo's throw here into the hands of Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
I thought you was a boy.
And go right back to Moore. Complete again. And past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
No, not yet.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Garoppolo. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Through the middle of the field. And touchdown. 3. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter,
they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Gotta be careful.
Want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, go, go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, No more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got to... The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Gets through and now an opening. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Garoppolo. Now this is caught. He hits more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee.
Here we go, here we go.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down. Defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth.
Insult to injury. It's very important. You're that quarter. You're that coach. That team.
Ellie playing with a gun. Dad. Ellie's playing with a gun in the game. Dad. It says that you play with a gun.
No, Elliot.
Even Dad says no, and you just killed someone. On the well. Come on, Elliot. Can I play? Sure. Elliot, no gun.
For sure.
It's Spanish. I don't know what Spanish even is, bro. Why did I
It's the NFL on EA Sports.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught here by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Garoppolo now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That protocol wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now to Cooper and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3... Garoppolo on 1st down. Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
I like the calmness
calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's Austin.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, let me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him.
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And able to get this out to the 25. This offense...
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Austin. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
Here we go, here we go.
Hands up above your head, no.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He hits Adams complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On play action, it's Garoppolo going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing up his accuracy.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Jones. Touchdown.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now,
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Foxborough as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And they will... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time. Interception. William Jackson with a pick. And just shutting him off there. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll...
Both hands above your head.